everybody. My name is Oshyn. We are here with the Dramatic Expression TV, here with Afrovibes. Today is my introduction, kind of getting to know me a little more, and I do have a beautiful co-host that I just met. She's wonderful. Her name is Shakisha, so she is going to help me with telling my story and who I am, and we're just going to have fun. We're going to have us a good, nice conversation. Ready?
Okay, yeah. So start off by telling us about yourself.
Okay. I mean, of course, right? I should start with that. So, my name is Oshyn. I go by dramatic expression because I believe people should express themselves however they see fit. I do have my own opinions, etc., stuff like that. So I cannot wait to grow in order to share those kind of things. I'm originally from Houston. I love music. I express myself with music, dancing. I love to sew. I love to talk. I remember growing up, people used to be like, "What is your talent?" And people always say like singing, dancing, however. But I was like, talking, like because I felt like I was really good at it. I love to laugh and I love public speaking. So that's kind of a little bit about me.
Okay, so tell us about your music.
Oh, so music. I love music. Okay, so when I was growing up, like poetry was like my favorite subject. And I used to always write poetry. And then, I did want to be a rapper when I was younger, but it's just kind of like I kind of psyched myself out of it because it's just like, every Black kid wants to be a rapper. So I was just like, so I'm like, I would do something else.
I did not want to be a rapper.
Right.
But you sing.
Yeah, I sing a little bit. No, I rap too, but I'm just saying,
It's
like
poetry.
yeah, it's like poetry towards the music is like two of my favorite loves. I dance too, so like it's just like later on I kind of like realized that there's always going to be a spot for you. You always have your own space, your own like tribe, clientele, whoever, people that are going to meet you where you are and be inspired by you. So I just started going ahead and putting out music, as proper. That's my name.
As proper.
Yeah, just getting made fun of a lot for like my voice and like, oh, you're not from Houston, you're not from Texas. You sound too, you sound too like you talk. Kind of don't want to say it, but you know how. You know where I'm about to go? Because you talk a little.
Like, yeah. It's so funny because when I was younger, I went to a private school and they were like, oh, to be around us. And then when I came here, they're like, oh, you act like. Yeah.
It's like, well,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so I literally was going through that. So I'm like, I am proper. And the way I spell it is just basically saying I'm going to be myself all the time. It's PROPHER. So I'm going to be myself. Not all the time really proper. Like, just like you say, like, oh, you too Black. Like, oh, you too. Like, it's the same thing with me. Sometimes I can, like, go off of somebody. Sometimes I can have, like, my etiquette. Sometimes I can be corporate. Sometimes I can be outside. Like, you just never know.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's just kind of, like, a spurn of my music journey. It's always been with me, but just kind of finally like having the confidence to come out and be able to like push my art out there, make a little stamp.
Yeah. So Oshyn is your actual like birth name.
Yes, Oshyn is my real name.
Okay.
Oshyn.
Oshyn.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, people always ask me, they're like, "Is that your real name?"
Yeah.
Like the one on your ID. I'm like, yes, it's the one on my ID. It's Oshyn. People always ask if there's a story behind it. Not really.
That was my next question.
Yeah. Yeah, so like no, my mom spelled it that way because she liked the way it looked in cursive. Okay. And I think she did have a couple of personal things, aligned with my name, but that's basically the gist of it or like what we share about it.
So what are your like future goals? Is it like in music or entertainment, or is it something like one thing you want to focus on more than the other one, or you just want to be all around?
Well, I'm a very well-rounded person, so I am kind of all around. And just in 2024, we have the capability and the technology to do like every little thing. Like for me right now, I'm speaking and I love this, but I also have music. I'm supposed to go to the studio this weekend. Like, there's different things you could do. I've been doing modeling for ever since I was younger, and I was able to watch my mom model. So just like my future goals is just kind of building a network on that and just being able to get booked a lot more, like more gigs and stuff like that. I'm already like at the point where I can feel passionate about it, and I've met a lot of beautiful people on the way, and I just want to continue to get better and further and like learn from other people and stuff like that. So
okay, you mentioned like social media, and it being 2025 and all
I
this.
said 2024,
You
right?
did. I want you in 2025. So you know that
Honey.
TikTok got banned, and then they got it back, and then it's supposed to be coming back. So how did you feel about that?
Girl, no, let me tell you. So, okay, the TikTok ban like had me going through, like I was stressed because I was about to post like my last little post, you know, and then like I had to go through CapCut because it was a template, and my CapCut
was gone.
And my CapCut stopped working, and then I went back to TikTok and it was glitching, and then it stopped working. And then I seen the sign. I was screaming. I was screaming in my house. Like I was like, just this TikTok ban, I feel like they try to play with people's emotions a lot, like with the news and stuff like that. They're always trying to like have us play by our emotions so we could be in fear and do whatever they want us to do. So I just feel like that was a little play because the next day, right?
It was right back on.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I used the VPN, so I had access to my TikTok. To be honest with you, I am not a TikTok girl, so I didn't care that much. I was more mad that CapCut was off. I'm like,
yeah,
how did CapCut get in it?
CapCut kind of strange,
right? So I'm more of like Instagram. I'm not really good on TikTok. Like my TikTok, if you look at it, it's like little kids, like, you know how they used to be like, you got games on your phone. Now they want to know if you got TikTok on your phone, and I just let them post. Like, I'm not
That's so funny.
a big TikTok person.
Man, I love TikTok. I post on TikTok.
Are you dancing?
Following? I'm doing a little bit of everything. Honestly, I got my music on there. I dance on there. I do skits sometimes. Sometimes I think of stuff and I might post it. Like I do a lot of watching though. Like I love to watch the story times. Like I'm just scrolling through story times. Like,
okay,
I love
TikTok. You scroll and
I'm
post.
a TikTok girly.
I just scroll. I don't really do much on TikTok. Okay, so Oshyn, what is your zodiac sign?
Ooh, my zodiac sign is the best zodiac sign. Okay, y'all ready? Taurus. And I'm a May Taurus, and we're like the best. We're really seasoned. It gets really deep. We like the nice things. We're your fave. I love being a Taurus. What about you?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
I only know about like people that are close to me, so I don't really know a lot about the signs. Do you feel like
the traits and stuff?
Yeah, not really. I just know like certain people, like my best friend. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. Or like my boyfriend. I'm like, it's crazy.
I feel like it can be true. I do feel like it can be true. I just feel like it's like just a tiny puzzle piece of who you are. So like it's not the say all be all. Like you can't blame everything on your zodiac. Like, oh man, I did this. Man, that's because I'm a Taurus. That's because I'm a Capricorn.
I'm like, that is me. Like, how is this all me? Like,
yeah, but there is times where I'm like, yeah. Oh, we do that, huh? Like, yeah, like the food and the sleeping. Like, girl, for Tauruses, that's very true. The luxurious life, that is very true. We're earth signs, so we don't like to be moved a lot. That can be true, but I do feel like it's just like. Just a tiny little like puzzle piece, like a little tiny gene in like a DNA or something.
Okay, so are you in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't have to talk about that. But
no, I'm not.
What sign do you think matches up with you the best? Like either what you read or from personal experience?
What I read, Virgos are supposedly. Have I dated a Virgo? No. But I am close with a lot of Virgos that like I have a good time with, like friends, like male or female. They just so happen to be Virgos, like September Virgos. I believe that's Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like we get along so well, like cracking up, laughing, vibing, like
all the Virgos I know are super serious. Like they're like about their business. They don't want to play. And I'm like,
I guess not the Taurus because we be like we having too much fun.
Okay, so now let's get into like a little like woman empowerment. So,
ooh, I love that.
What do you think confidence means to you, and how do you try to portray that to the world?
What confidence means to me? I feel like confidence means to me is just not being afraid of who you are, even if you're in solitude on your own path, whether people understand you or not. It's whether you keep going and being who you are and not changing or trying to be a chameleon to like anybody else or their vibe or their aura or something like that. I think that's what confidence means to me, and the way I kind of like. What was the second part? Like how you live through it, or?
Well, yeah, like how do you like? Do you like wear it on your sleeve? Was it something that you always like had, or was it something that you had to like learn to be confident?
I think for me, I did have confidence, but I never really wore it, just because I used to always want to learn new things and kind of be taught like what's the best thing to do at the time. So I stayed really humble throughout like my careers and through my life so I could learn. However, it was kind of like a con because, you know, people expect, like, they start to shape you how they think you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I ended up having to become, like, a vibrant, more outspoken, you know what I'm saying? Like, more of, I'm in the front because I deserve this spot instead of letting somebody, like, take my spot and being like, you know, I like this or I know I got it. But it's like, it's okay sometimes to be at the front because you worked hard, you practiced hard, and you have the talent for it. So over time, I did have to learn how to wear it on my shoulders, and it's gotten me here. So
Okay. So do you have any like encouraging words for girls that maybe like experiencing times or going through something that might help them with some confidence?
Some encouraging words for girls that will help. I know it sounds cliche, but I would say stay true to yourself and also just be careful of the company you have around you. Because sometimes you might want to mold yourself to somebody you're not. So try to make sure you have that company that pushes you either to become better or is just on the same vibe as you. So that way you won't be changing yourself too much. And so you won't feel like you don't fit in all the time. Like I've gone through like feel like I don't fit in. And you know, sometimes that's okay, and that's okay to be on your own and be by yourself. However, if you do find people that have things in common, it does help. You know, it helps you network, it helps you grow, and you learn different ideas and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm like me as a Cancer. I'm always like a loner kind of. So I don't care about not fitting in. I'm like
right. It gets like that. Okay, guys. So we're about to go on a little break. Please stay tuned for more questions, more excitement, more conversation, more girl time, more tea, and more dramatic expression. Hey guys, we are back with Dramatic Expression here with Afrovibes TV. I am your host, Oshyn, and this is my co-host, Shakisha. We just had us a lovely break, and we're about to get started with some more convo for you guys.
Okay, so what is an ick, first of all?
So what is an ick?
Yeah.
An ick is like something that makes you go like, ugh, like somebody does it, and it's just like, it's gross. It's like a trait more so too. Like, it's like a ick, like,
yeah.
You know, like,
So what are your top 3 icks?
My top 3 icks. It's actually kind of difficult because, okay, I feel like one of my icks is when people like walk in the house with shoes on and definitely like put their shoes like on my carpets or like walk to my restroom like with their shoes on and stuff like that. Ick. outside clothes on in the house, like on the couch and in the bed.
Ooh,
Let's see. I wonder. I'm trying to make it personal. Like, let me see what my third one should be. I don't know. I would say like bad hygiene. I really don't have none specific with that, but like say for instance, I'm trying to make it like a little personal. Like a guy, like I've had a guy like try to whisper in my ear, and his like hygiene was terrible. I almost died. Like I almost died, and y'all, like I am dramatic. That's kind of where the name comes from too. So it's like, so sometimes I can be a little like I almost wanted to like scream and yell like police. Like I will scream police. Like it was bad. Like it was so icky, and it's just like I don't like to be rude either, but that's an ick for me. Bad hygiene.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question is,
okay,
if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you travel to?
okay. For some reason, I have been wanting to go to Greece.
Okay.
Like, I would love to go to Greece. There's like so many islands and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really pretty. Like, the water looks really pretty. Like the stadiums there and stuff. So if I could travel anywhere, I would choose Greece.
Greece is on my list to go to. I've been a lot of places, but I have never been to Greece. So
It looks pretty,
like
right?
Top, yeah,
it looks really pretty.
I want to go to. So, do you have any travel plans coming up or any vacations coming up?
Yes, I'm trying to go to the Dominican. Yes, I'm trying to go to the Dominican. I'm trying to go to the Dominican. Hopefully, possibly, that's my only travel plans. I love to travel. Like, I've been to Jamaica, I've been to Cuba, I've been to Dominican, I've been to the Caymans, due to a cruise. And just also like within like the states, like within America. Yeah. Like I've been to St. Louis, like California, stuff like that. So I love to travel.
Me too. That's my favorite, like my literally favorite thing to do.
Really?
Yeah. I've been to like 21 countries. Like I've been all over. I've been to Africa. I've been to Asia. I went to Thailand. I've been to China.
Oh, that's not. I love Thai food. Oh, I love Thai.
Girl,
food.
It's so good and it's cheap too. It's like definitely Thailand is.
Okay, hold on, really
my top.
Sorry, I forgot to put on the timer. Sorry, y'all, I forgot to put on the timer, and I'm scarred for them earlier because their camera went off on the record. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. You can speak your next question.
Okay, so what's your favorite song that's out right now?
Favorite song that is out right now? Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna have to look at my playlist to remember. I love
TikTok
music.
Song.
Yeah. No, but what is it? Favorite song that's out right now? There's so many because of TikTok too. Like you get little snippets of different songs stuck in your head.
You
like,
know the whole song, and then I'm like, I've never heard this actual song.
Yes,
but I just know this part.
Yes. Okay. I would say. Okay, because I'm trying to think Stuck in Your Head versus a song you actually like love. And I know it came out last year. Okay. It's still old, I guess, but it's Chris Brown off of his 11:11 album. It's Runaway. I love that song. I know. It's like one of those.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's like say if you wanna be mine. Where you belong is all alone with me. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, I know it's like not maybe one of the popular ones on the album because the popular ones are going to be Angel Numbers. It's going to be Residuals. Yeah. It's off of that album. Okay. So I don't know. That one just touches my soul. Oh my soul! It touches like my. I love it. I don't know.
Have you listened to Drake's new album? It just came out like
Something Sexy for the Winter. Some Sexy for You. I'm talking about Something Sexy for the Winter. Something Sexy for You. Have I listened to it? I've heard it. Have I purposely gone and looked for it and listened to it? Not yet. I love music, so sometimes music is the art. You can sometimes separate it from the person. I know he's going through that little controversy thing, but I love music. I've heard it. I've been seeing people talk about the Give Me a Hug. I don't know, so I might listen to it on the way home. I don't know, but I think it was creative. I've seen a lot of people say like it's nice to get like the Drake that's like singing, like rapping and stuff back. Apparently he's doing a lot of that on there. So hey, you never know. I might listen to it.
So did you get into that whole Kendrick Lamar Drake thing where you like? Crip walking.
I felt really offended when Drake said that Kendrick Lamar was rapping like a slave. That was kind of like a punch. Okay. And I usually don't like to pick sides, especially if I'm not super inside the beef. Like I'm not a celebrity or like one of them. So, but it's like hearing the messages and stuff but hearing Drake say kind of like taunting. You sound like a slave. That offended me a lot. Okay. I know people took it as a joke and stuff, and Black people, we always know how to make laughter out of something that's like painful. But for me, that was like a punch. And Not Like Us, I feel like it's a Black History Month anthem. I love it. I know there's some distance to Drake, but really, in our reality, a lot of people, they not like us. And they want our rhythm, but not our blues. Mm-hmm. So... Mm-hmm. I just listened to some of the messages and I appreciated some of the messages coming out and the different controversies. But that controversy was deep because you think it's them too, but then you go into like deeper and you're like, okay, like the whole Metro Boomin and all that stuff. I'm like, I get confused. Sometimes I stay up to date with the celebrity gossip and stuff, and then sometimes I try to stay out of it. It just depends.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh my God, yes. Yes. Only because of halftime though.
Okay, okay, so what was your favorite part of the halftime show?
The favorite part of the halftime show for me is gonna be I like his peekaboo visual.
Yeah.
And two, it's just really like the whole thing. Like, and then I learned that mustard is really muster. So when he had everybody running, they were mustering together because it was like a call to action for Black people, African Americans, foundational Black Americans. Like, I thought it was really cool. So like, I had found that out, and I was like,
"You teaching me something?"
Yeah. So that visual, they're like mustard and they're running together. Like, it's just made it that much more deeper. Like,
yeah, because I mean, his last name was Mustard, so I thought that's
but
it was.
It's like a wordplay, like a double entendre. Yeah. Thank you. Waking us up. Wow. Waking us up. Please continue. Yes.
I think my favorite part was like when Serena came and did the.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking that she should have been in the video doing that, the whole time. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, Serena in the video, and then it just all made sense because like Wimbledon, like 10 years ago or whatever, she crip walked and she got a whole bunch of like.
Yeah, I remember that and all the backlash and stuff like that. I'm like,
right, and she's from Compton, so
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, last question. What is your favorite way to express yourself?
Okay, my favorite way to express myself, it's gonna be kind of long with the answer, I guess, but it's gonna be like, because I do have my hobbies. So like when I model, which is like kind of my first love is modeling. I watch my mom model. When I model and I'm able to like, it's like I turn into a different person, but like somebody that's like able to enjoy fashion. It's like accepted whatever you want to put on, etc. like that. My music. I love to sew. So sometimes I make my own clothes. That's how I express myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm pretty bubbly. I can be talkative. People know me as to always be smiling. It's like one of like the expressions I have. Like, but like I like to try to stay on the positive end of things. So yeah, that's kind of how I express myself. I like to talk to people, meet new people. I used to always move around as a kid, like always move in different schools. I was always a new kid, always bullied. But like what that did was it helped me like reach out and make me not afraid to meet a new person. So, I mean, just staying honest, staying true to myself, making sure I had to learn over time to conserve my energy because I am bubbly and talkative. So like not everybody deserves that part of me. So I kind of stay calculated a little bit on like who I'm giving all my energy to and who I spend my time with most of the times now. So yeah. What about you?
Like you said, modeling is definitely an expression for me. I'm like a naturally kind of shy person, so it's like because I don't wear a lot of makeup every day or dress like I am when I'm on a photo shoot or on a runway. So when they put those clothes on me, it's like I turn into a different person. So
oh my God, I'm glad. I was like, I don't know if I'm alone. Thank you. No. Yes, that's so cool.
So this being your first show, I want to say congratulations. Is there anything else you want to say that maybe I missed that you want to let the people know, introducing you on your first show?
Oh, thank you, Shakisha. I'm so happy that you're my co-host today. Like, it just happened. It was in the stars for us. Really, I don't think you missed anything. I feel like we had a great convo. My name is Oshyn. You can follow me on Instagram at Dramatic Expression. I'm looking forward to being on this show with you guys and constantly sharing who I am, what I like to do, constantly growing. That's all I got. What about you?
Well, You can have me back anytime. I'd love to come and talk to you. My name is Shakisha. You can follow me on Instagram at Shakisha J.
Yes.
And yeah, so thanks for having me here. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys. That's the end of today's show with Dramatic Expression with Afrovibes TV. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.